I know I told you I spent over 100 hours making my last super world, but what I didn't tell you is that tons of those hours went to nothing. There were so many scrapped ideas and so many hours I spent outside of turning my Switch on. So I gathered all my forgotten ideas and threw them together in Super Alpha Dungeon. Just forget that world isn't there. So the reason why these levels were excluded because they kind of flirt with not being fun. I think you'll notice that a lot of these ideas, like, they have the execution there, it's just something went wrong somewhere in it, and it just doesn't land like I wanted it to. This is a decent idea, it's just everything that's featured in this world is probably forgotten for a reason. Because whether it was, I don't know how to convey the information well, or maybe it just wasn't fun at all. You know, like, there's tons of reasons why these things were forgotten. And it just requires, like, an unnatural amount of knowledge. And I mean, I'm happy to do these, and I'm happy to continue making more, but I just want to get these ideas out there so I can start working on Super Alpharad World 3. This level exists because of the power-up plateau in the sand world. Like, it was a cool level, but the thing was the cool tech wasn't required because you could do an easier route. And I just kind of wanted to feature the hard strat for a little bit. See, like, it's a cool jump, but I'm someone who's played Mario Maker constantly, and I don't really want to put other people through that, which I think you'll realize very soon that that's kind of a repeated theme throughout all these levels. This is a little trick I put in a labyrinth in the past. There's this little way to kite Koopa, and you don't break his car. You see, like, now he gets 4 hits on it. It's, like, super niche, and I just don't know how to, like, convey that to the player. And as you can tell, there's tons and tons of 1-ups, and if you're someone who's never completed these levels before, you might need them. Because I wanted a way to where you had to bounce the bomb, and, like, you see where this is going. I just wish there was, like, a cooler way to do this, you know, because that's it. That's the jump. And I just kind of filled this out as I was developing more levels, so I don't really remember a lot of these. Yeah, this was supposed to be a boss fight. I didn't really know what it was going to be. I just thought, like, the Super Mario 2 power would have been cool, but I just... It's one of those things, like, it works. It works exactly how I wanted it to. It's just not fun. And that's why I created the dungeon levels, for people to not have fun. And yeah, this is only 15 levels. It's just 3 worlds of 5 levels. Like, it's not super long. It's more so like the B-sides, if you will. And I don't really think that makes it better. It might just make it worse. This is one of the few levels created after... Oh my god. But yeah, this was created after I finished Super Alpharad World 2, because if you don't know, I did a collab with Rubber Ross, and we made a Mario Maker level together, and on that collaboration, we discovered that in night, the spike ball follows you, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I just wish I knew beforehand, because I absolutely would have included that. Like, I mess with the seesaw a lot, and it's hard to do this right, but I feel like you guys can kind of understand where this is supposed to go. And then you just beat the level. So I made 2 levels after Alpharad World 2 because I was like, oh, I have 13 levels. That's not a pretty number, so I added 2, that being one of them, and the next one will be coming up soon. Oh, it was actually immediately next. This was the other idea. I saw a Luigi video that did this, and I wanted to try and do it myself, but I couldn't find a way to make it, like, any less... Yeah, okay, I did it. Well, realize that most times when I do that, I actually do not do that as flawless as that. But this was an idea I wanted. I really like throwing bullet bills into, like, writing them into the door. And that was something I've been wanting to do all of it. I just didn't really know how. Well, I hope you guys will enjoy watching me do this again. Because I kept trying to split these coins up to make it, like, easier and harder. But there's really not a way to make it overly easy without it being too difficult, or too difficult without it being fun. Like, that was just too hard of a gimmick to balance. And I do think these kind of videos are weird on my, like, you know, haha comedy channel, because this is just me talking about Mario Maker. There are no jokes in this video at all, and some people like it because I love Mario Maker. Like, it's just such a beautiful creative outlet, and I'll gladly do this any day of the year. And I'm grateful people still watch this, but you don't see the best technical skill here, as you can tell right here. But hey, that's half the fun. That's in. This reminds me of the 6-hour jump in Odyssey, because thank you. Okay, so right here I create a little gimmicks where if you press down and Y, you pull the clouds, but you actually don't have to do that. We have a little moon SMB2 level that I made. This was a cool gimmick, but I had no clue how to stretch this out into a whole level. And that's what a lot of these are. It's like I'll have one idea, and then I'll just sit to myself and say, how the hell do I make this an actual level? There are several ways to do this. Some require more skill than others. Because not only is it hard, it's also incredibly unintuitive. But I feel like maybe people can understand it. I know, like, I kind of threw this here so you can jump on him. If you can do it right. Okay, not like that. Oh, like that. There we go. And then, big boy jump. Oh, thank God. See, it's like, that's a cool gimmick, but how do I stretch that out any longer than that one jump? It just doesn't seem possible. Or fun. I think that's what it's all about. It just doesn't look fun. I know I'm talking about, like, how these aren't fun, but I enjoy doing this. This is more so like showing off my sketchbook to a whole group of people. And you guys know I use the momentum mountain jump in, like, several levels. But this is more so, what if I actually made it required? Because it actually isn't in, like, the Super Alpharad 2 version. Oh, whoops. Okay. Instead, I made it much more lenient, which this one requires the actual jump that Momentum Mountain 1 required. We can just skip to whenever I make the jump. It's not exciting to watch me fail this one. See, and there you go. I've been trying to use D-pad a little bit more because it makes that more consistent, but yeah, so let me go back to what I was saying. I don't want this to be a negative video because I'm saying, oh, this isn't fun, oh, this sucks, but these are cool ideas. The execution is just kind of off, and that's why I opted to not put them in the Super World. And again, I think this is best said as me showing you my sketchbook, because as shown earlier, there is actually a sketchbook for these. And this is kind of like a prelude to Dash Block Blitz, which was one of the World 7 levels in Super World 2. It's just like, this gimmick wasn't very cool, because you had to mash ground pound, and it was terrifying. And then, just this, which did make it into the final cut, but again, it just like, it felt complete. And right there, you know, that's a weird jump. It works, but it's weird. And then this, oh, yep, forgot, mash ground pound. You like, cool ideas, right? Just, oh my God, why? No matter how prepared you are for that, it still feels wrong. What? Why didn't that go off? That wasn't right. Why isn't it activating? Why is it not activating? It should be. There's a thwomp above that should be activating that. And for some reason, he just decided to take a day off. All right, come on, show me. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and, yep, I remember now. You are now seeing why this jump did not make it into the final level. I think a lot of people saw my last Super World and was like, wow, it wasn't nearly as sadistic as the first one, and you just don't realize how wrong you were. The final product was not nearly as sadistic, but realize how much hit the cutting room floor, and you are so welcome, unless this is what you wanted. And if it is, well, enjoy, or suffer, because I think that is enjoyment for a lot of people. And I'm good here. God bless America! God, the jump, so I just had to press down. Just had to press down. I can't believe I wasted time trying to make levels fun and original, which I could have just made them sadistic as all hell and people would eat them up even more. Oh, just wait. Super Alpharad World 3, it'll be the revenge. It'll be that feeling, and you won't even be able to speak right. Am I having a stroke? Well, if this level's pissing me off, I can't wait to have it piss all of you off. That's the only joy I find when I know I'm going to upload this level. It's like, oh, I had to deal with this, but everyone else would. Because, like, would these levels... Oh, well, that works, technically. Oh, well, that kind of cheesed it, actually. I think that's the end. Oh, my God, I forgot I did this. Oh, my God. Oh, so you can go back and forth on... God damn it! Right, left, right. God, I held right. I hate myself. I'm gonna... I don't even know if I'm saying I hate myself because I died there. I think I'm saying I hate myself because I made it. Like, I don't really know who I'm blaming right now, if it's the creator or the player, because it's interesting that I'm both, and I dislike all of them equally. God, why? Just why? Dying in an embarrassing fashion with the icicles and then dying here, God, it hurts. It hurts so much. Oh! It was the next time. Immediately after I stopped talking, we did it. But in case you forgot, there's 3 worlds. So if you had fun watching those other levels, we got 5 more levels coming your way. I did post a building video for like the Wendy's level, and this is kind of an extension of that. This is just how much I wanted to make the level awful, and I held back on a lot of urges to make it fun, interesting, and actually have this thing called level design to it. And this is just kind of like, how hard can I make it? Will it be fun? No. So if this level doesn't look fun for you, please tell me thank you in the comments for giving you something that's much more tolerable than this bullshit. Oh my god, it doesn't get better. Wait, anything that requires you to guess what's next is always going to be bad level design, but it's found so frequently in Mario Maker because like it's so easy to make it go that way. So like I understand why people do it. Oh my god, but look at that jump. How could you predict? How could you know that was coming? It's a lot of trial and error, and that's what the first world was plagued with, so I really try to touch that up in the second one. And the dungeon is just kind of where I threw all of my, you know, mistakes. This super world is just the dumpster behind the hospital where you drop the ugly baby. God, I don't know where that came from. Look at that! Why would someone do this? Who would make a level like this? What kind of sick bastard would wake up and think, I know what I'm gonna do today? So if you had trouble with Super Alpharad World 2, realize how fast I stormed through it on my video playthrough of it. And now look at this. Aren't you glad? Oh my god. Oh, that felt felt good. Like we are physically moving on to the next level, but mentally we're still suffering and stuck wherever we were previously. But we only have a few levels left. Plant Perfect. This level is cool. It requires 2 pixel perfect jumps. Oh. Hey. Well, that was nice. Actually, I don't even know if that's pixel perfect. I was kind of lying to you guys to make it sound more impressive for whenever I inevitably do it. But I know. You guys will just hit the subscribe button all the same. Oh, and this level, this is like juggling, essentially. You gotta not do that. You have to juggle the spike ball 3 times. Or perish. So how does it feel? Do you guys like watching me torture myself? Because this isn't me trying to... Because this isn't me doing like super expert and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I very much so do know what's going on. This is like being sadistic and Anyways, I took these levels away from the original Super World so I could make it more fun for you guys. And then I decided to torture myself on video by... Wait, let me in. Okay, that's the end of the level. I'm pretty sure, right? Right? Alright. Neat. Absolutely neat. That's all I gotta say. This level was, it was neat. I'm glad I made this. And what's the last... Oh, wait. This is a remix of Rainbow Way called Fallen Way. So this is based on the red coin path of Rainbow Way, which is a level that actually did make it in. It's very cool, and the red coins are very optional because it's not easy. Oh my god. I am so grateful that when you press try again without dying, it's just, you don't lose any lives. Everything's simple. And now we gotta do this piece of cake, easy jump. Okay, so now you gotta grab this. Oh my god, I actually did it. That, it's a little harder than it looks, but we prevail nonetheless. Oh, and 18 lives. I have not seen a number that big in so long. And what is this last level? Because I can't imagine it being harder than any of those. Oh yeah, I threw around lots of concepts for boss fights, and this was just one of the many. And... oh god. Oh, whoops. Well, I think I soft-locked myself. We're still in it. We're still good. Everything's fine. But yeah, this level was just supposed to be like one draft of a boss fight. I didn't make the final cut because I like what I did with Morn so much better. Because this is just, you have to stay alive, dodge his fireballs, and you see that? If you don't jump over his little earth shake, you die. Which, looking back, not the most fun design mechanic, but it technically is level design. But yeah, all you have to do here, it's actually not that hard. It's like simulation overload. It looks like there's a lot you have to do, but you just have to put that trampoline right there. It's hard to put it there, don't get me wrong, but it's... once you do it, he just dies 3 times. Or dies once through means of 3... no, he dies 3 times. We'll just say that. And this is supposed to be a little puzzle if you're short on time, but it's right there. And that is Super Alpha Dungeons. Wow. Yeah, a short little thrown together super world of the forgotten parts of Super Alpharad World 3. Or 2. And aren't you glad that I had mercy? Aren't you glad that I didn't deliver in the ways I expected to or I wanted to? I fought the urge for you.
So the least you could do is press that subscribe button, you know?